Hey guys, it's your girl Designisme. Welcome back to Designisme Daily, where we design our own clothes, we design our own business, and we design our own lives. And in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to draft your own custom-made mask pattern. Now, I know a lot of you guys are typing in, you all are researching how to DIY your own mask, but nobody is showing you all how to draft your own pattern. I don't know, I haven't came across any videos showing you all how to draft your own pattern. Alright, not everybody has the same face. Yes, there are PDFs that you guys can download, but you may have a fat aunt. You may have a fat aunt with a fat face, and you might want to make a mask to fit your fat aunt's face. No discrimination against fat aunts. We love fat aunts, but I'm just saying, this video, you're gonna want to watch this video if you need to make a custom size mask for your fat aunt. Okay, there are three very, very important measurements that you are going to need in order to draft this pattern. And I'm going to demonstrate just how to measure your own face, or maybe somebody else's. The first measurement that you are going to need in order to draft this pattern is the ear to ear measurement. And that is literally just from one ear over your nose to the other ear. And that is usually just about 10 or 11 inches for a basic adult mask. The second measurement that you are going to need is where you want your mask to start and stop. So that is usually from the midpoint of your nose bridge, over your nose, over your lips, and just a little way past your chin. And that measurement is usually about 6.5, between 6.5, 7 inches, just depending on how big your face is. Making reference to the fat aunt once again. Alright, the third measurement that you're going to need is the width of the side of your mask, and that's literally just the width of your ears. Alright, that measurement is usually between 2.5 to 3 inches for a basic adult mask, and that is it. 3 simple measurements. You could make as many different styles masks as you want. But once you draft the basic pattern for your mask, you can get as creative as you like. So now I am going to show you guys how I draft my own custom made pattern. So these are the tools that we are going to use in order to draft our pattern. A sheet of paper. This is just a manila folder that I cut in half, and that's because I prefer using a heavier weight paper. A pencil or pen, some sort of writing apparatus, measuring tape, a graph ruler, and a pair of scissors. So we're just going to set that aside. And the first measurement that we are going to put down is our ear to ear measurement. And because it's only half of the mask that we're drafting, we are going to divide the 10 by 2. So our first line is going to be 5 inches. Alright. So we're going to call this point A and this point B. Now the second point that we're going to draw is 1.5 inches in from point B, and we're going to call that point C. We are now going to draw a line directly through point C, and that line is basically the top and bottom of our mask. Alright, which was 6 inches, so we're going to do 3 on the top, 3 at the bottom. Now this line is going to be labeled D and E, but before we label point D and point E, we're just going to make a quick edit. We are going to take point E up 1/4 of an inch and add 1/2 inch to point D. Alright, so we are now going to head over to point A. And point A is the width of the sides of our mask, which was 2.5 inches. So we're going to quickly draw that in. 1 1/4 plus 1 1/4. and we are going to label this line F to G. We are now going to connect our lines. Alright, we're going to connect our point, G to E, and then F to D, and then D to B to E with a curved line. Now you can use a curved ruler for this part, but I just like to do it freehand, like just get a little bit creative, guys. It's not as serious. Alright, and just give us a nice clean curved line. Now the second line we're going to draw is, we're going to take our line from point F straight across to that line right there, but we are only going to consider the first 2 inches of the line that we just drew. Alright, we could put a point right there, and we are basically gonna go from point D to that point that we just drew straight into point F with a curved line. Alright, you could use your curved ruler, but it's not necessary. Just, you know, do it freehand and get a little bit creative. Okay, so this is how our pattern should currently be looking. We are now going to draw a 1 inch allowance on the size of our mask. Okay, go ahead and just connect that to the rest of the mask, and now we are going to add a 1/2 inch allowance around the entire mask pattern. Fantastic. You guys are doing so well. Okay, perfect. So now that we have our allowance drawn around our entire pattern, we can now cut out our pattern. Fantastic. You can set those parts aside, and now we are going to label our pattern. Do not forget to label your patterns, guys. Very important step. So let's give our pattern a name. We're just gonna call this the basic adult mask pattern. Basic adult mask pattern. And of course, do not forget your cut instructions. So we are going to cut 2 plus cut another 2 for our lining. Okay, so this is how our mask pattern should currently be looking. All the instructions are there. The name of our pattern is there. Right, and just because this is a custom draft that I am doing for this YouTube video, I am also going to, you know, put those details on my mask as well. Alright, so that's it right there, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.